Okay, class, so while I got a couple of minutes here, I'm going to go over one of our safety protocols. And so while you're working at home, you want to ensure that you follow the same procedures as we do in the lab. Meaning you want to make sure that your work area is nice and clean and sanitized. And so I have a small little bucket that has sanitizer in it. And so one of the things that you can do at home is, if you don't have that, then you can go ahead and get a small bowl, put some water in it. You can put, for a half a gallon of water, you can use a teaspoon of bleach. And so if you use a whole gallon of water, then it's probably about a tablespoon of bleach is what you put in there. So you can make your own sanitizing solution so while you're at home. And so then again, you want to make sure that you have a couple of towels. So here I have one towel that I'm going to go ahead and put in my sanitized water so that I can wipe down the counters, wipe down my tabletop, wipe down some of my equipment, just keeping everything nice and neat. And so as you guys are submitting your videos and everything, that's one of the other things that we will be taking a look at is your sanitation. Remember, you need to treat this just like if you were in the lab. So you can't have a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. You can't be unorganized. You have to have your mise en place ready to go. I'm going to be checking for your sanitization station so that you have your bucket or your bowl. And remember, you don't want that, you can pull it up to use it on top of the tabletop, but on the other times you want to make sure that it's out of the way so that you have room to work. Okay, so I'm going to sanitize this down real good. I'm getting that extra little sugar that's kind of splashed around. Taking a look at my simple syrup. It's starting to get some nice bubbles. You can see that it's starting to get a little bit thicker. It's almost looking like a Karo syrup. So at the end of this process, your sugar should look like Karo syrup. It should look kind of nice and thick and have a nice golden color to it, so that it will be give you a nice presentation of what you got going on. So one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to work on our sponge sugar so that we can get that out the way. Because as the sugar starts to cool down, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to work with. And so one of the things I'm going to show you is that after you've made your sugar, then you use it for a little bit and it cools down. Once you put it back on the fire, then it starts to thicken up a little bit and it starts to get a little more darker and a little more darker. So you probably can get maybe about 3 times of using your sugar before it actually gets a little bit too dark for you and it evaporates too much where it's a little bit too thick. So you should be in good shape.